Alright? You don't know the quantity of the P. You don't know how much the M. Okay, P and M are two assumed variables. You need to find out P and M such that you learn about the force F1, F2, 3, 4. Okay. So unknown are P and M. Okay. How do we find these two unknowns? Keep in mind that this is your final product, your final result. So for this case, you need to have theta P add up with theta M being 0. Okay? At the left joint, you cannot have any rotation. So 0 rotation, theta P and theta M must cancel out completely. Okay? So that's the first condition. Well, P is one direction, okay, counterclockwise, M is on the opposite direction. So these two, if we account for the sign, then you're going to have 1 plus 1 minus. So let's put them in. We have the PL square over 2EI minus ML over EI equals to 0. Let's cancel out the EI, cancel out L, you get M equals to PL over 2. First. Now you can set up the relationship between P and DM. Next, delta P plus delta M is equals to U1. Okay? Delta P, let's say, if you incorporate the sign, the delta M is going downward minus, and then that should be equal to U1. So delta P is PL cubed over 3EI minus ML squared over 2EI equals to U1. But knowing that M and P are linked through these relationships, so you can substitute the M by PL over 2. So plug it in, you take the PL cubed over EI out there, you have 1/3 minus 1/4 equals to U1. So finally, you will have PL cubed over 12 EI equals to U1. Or P is equals to 12 EI over L cubed multiplied by U1. You feel familiar with these figures, the 12? Then the M is computed by this. So you have 6 EI divided by L squared multiplied by U1. Okay, so for the first system, you have 12 EI over L cubed multiplied by U1. Rotation, the moment applies over here. Okay, in order to produce that shape, 6 EI over L squared multiplied by U1. Okay. Now you know force and moments you need to produce this shape. But that belongs to the left side. How's about the force and moment you have over here to keep the things in equilibrium? Over here, you have the P pointing downward. Over here, you have nothing. Okay, you have no vertical force. So you add up these two systems. So you add this with this, you will end up with the force that is pointing downward with the same magnitude as P. Okay, so you have over here force going downward direction, the 12 EI over L cubed multiplied by U1. The last one over here is PL. Here is M. PL is going counterclockwise, M is going in the clockwise direction. So the last one, you have the PL, okay, minus M. The PL is 12 EI over L squared. This is L cubed for P, okay? Multiplied by U1 minus your M, which is 6 EI over L squared multiplied by U1. You end up with the 6 EI over L squared multiplied by U1. Okay? So which is just 6 EI over L squared. So these are the corresponding forces and moments required to displace the first node upward by U1 and keeping other degree of freedom stationary. So all other degree of freedom are set to be 0. Only just 1 degree of freedom is allowed to move. What is the next? You done with this? Let me refill a little bit. I think that maybe this point we are covering so many things that you have the basic from undergraduates, and I just try to revitalize yourself to be ready for the next step. So okay, actually at the first class I can just even bring up the stiffness matrix, but I don't feel like it is convincing for you to just come up with, oh, this is your stiffness matrix, you're going to use it, okay? At least I think you will feel more comfortable to, oh, this is, I know how you come up with it, so you feel more comfortable to use it for the rest of your life, okay? So it's worth spending some time derive the tools that you are going to use for a very long time from here. Any questions? Just ask. As I told you yesterday, I am very friendly. Okay. Sounds like so. I'm not asking you. I'm not getting any of you to talk in front of the class, right? And I am very open for questions. So if you have questions, please ask. Don't hesitate. These fellows will be your friends, and you don't need to be shy. With your English, with whatever you think that maybe the question could be too easy, it is perfectly fine for you at this moment. When we just start, I try to adjust your background so that it matches, Okay, you all have the same background.